Sheesh! That's good. I've already rode it like 100 times this week, so we'll like this part. The rest of it looks cool. It's soft, it's nice. Hopefully it gets super rutted and gnarly. Oh, and talking about Dante's fade.
What?
Dante's fade?
Talking crap, bro?
Let's see that thing.
Sheesh! That's good.
Look, if you go in the soft stuff up there, you could cut.
No. You'd almost need to cut like right here.
Oh, where they're in between the roots.
Yep.
My Spider-Man pose.
Full Spider-Man, dog.
Oh, nonchalant. I'm about to fall off.
Probably like 12 stair. Imagine kickflip.
No, 50 foot.
Just go fast.
Just go faster. What are you going to do? Land on a landing?
Yeah.
It's track walk today. I didn't track walk, obviously. So I just sat around, but I watched everyone's stuff while they went. So I was on guard dog duty.
Why do does everyone think that manual labor, me doing manual labor is a surprise? I do this stuff all the time at home, bro. I live in Bakersfield. Just living there is manual labor. I clean gutters, I be cleaning pools, you name it.
Is it good for the film? Pro bike mechanic John Hall left me to do my own bike work, and now I'm struggling.
Yeah, so we just finished up the first day of practice out here at Windrock. It was so sick. It's like super duper dry, which I mean actually is pretty sick for us SoCal guys, but I had a bit of a hugie, like at the lip pretty much. Yeah, one of those beats. And then went like bounced off my bike and I was like next to it and then just went gah, 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 gah. On my fourth lap, just went a little long on this like big huck in the middle of the track and like pretty much exploded, but we're totally fine.
Yeah, first day on track out here in Windrock. It's super dusty and super dry, and that's been a real learning curve for me today.
It's good.
Don't really know why.
Yeah, first 2 laps just cruised, like looking at lines and stuff. Had some bad lines just with the dirt and softness, and then changed a lot of it up. It was sick. Didn't push too hard today. Everyone was kind of blowing themselves up, so rather take it a little smooth and then push a lot tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. Wherever the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yo, quali was sick. Got 16. Done. No, quali was good. Was about, I think, 2 seconds off with Dante, so pretty pumped on that. Especially him helping me in practice, just getting me up to speed. And then even like first time run in about 6 months. Definitely got a lot of work to do on the fitness side. Was pretty cooked by the bottom. But no, I'm just stoked to be in the mix with the guys and not too far off, just based on where I'm at.
So ended up 11th in seeding today. Pretty happy with it, honestly. Couple mistakes at the top of the track, so I'm a little bummed on that. But overall, like the pace felt good. Most of the run was pretty smooth and hit my mark, so I'm pretty happy with it. Especially with the field this weekend, it's like pretty stacked. So 11th isn't bad, but we're definitely looking for more. Weather's coming in tomorrow, so we'll see what it's looking like. Probably gonna have to change a couple lines, and the pace is definitely gonna go slower, but we'll adjust and yeah, we'll take it from there.
Well, I spent most of my time on the chair over there. Dante got 11th, which is really sick. Nate got 16th, and Kai unfortunately had a bit of a crash, so he might have separated his shoulder, broken his collarbone, maybe a vertebrae. I'm not sure. We don't know yet. Which is a bummer, but hopefully it's not the vertebrae.
Oh, that's what we're doing out here, John.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
You know I suck at changing tires.
Dude, he really does. He was working so hard on his one tire.
Shut up, bro. I don't want
And
to trash
the
can.
whole time that he was trying to just put the first side on, I was able to put sealant and fully
I
put it
don't
on.
have a trash can, okay?
Neither do I.
Well, yeah, I felt confident going to my race run and felt like I was doing everything right. Simple front tuck and just hit the ground a little too hard than I would liked. But yeah, then just got a flat right after, so not the greatest circumstances out there, but super stoked on Dante, P5 I believe. So super pumped to see him do well after practicing with him all weekend and just getting closer and closer to his pace.
In 5th place, Dante Silva.
Well, just to first thing to say is that I got 5th, so I'm so stoked. Podium. I called it before I went up to a race run. I was like, I gotta get a podium right now, and I sent it. And honestly, just gauged the dirt really well, and ended up on the box, which is sick. This morning we woke up to rain. Practice was pretty slick. It wasn't too bad, and then it just kept raining after practice, and I just rode like the hard section smooth, and then anything that I knew I could push, I pushed it, and it worked out really well for me. I think I'm like maybe a little bit more than a second off the win, but I'm so stoked, especially with the field this weekend. It was stacked, so 5th is, I'm happy with it. Stoked. The new bike's insane. Honestly, this was like the first time I rode this bike in like the full wet, so it handled crazy. Super low tire pressure, bike's super compliant, and freaking, I was just feeling so comfy out there. Stoked.
Unfortunately, Kai had a bit of a crash yesterday. We thought it'd be a little bit more, but it turns out he just blew up his collarbone. So he's going home for surgery. I spectated the boys today. Nathan got a flat in his run, which is a bit unfortunate. But I was kind of stressing at the bottom because I thought he crashed too, but I'm glad he didn't. And Dante got 5th place, which is super sick. Stoked for him. I think it's sick our team got a podium at the first race of the season.
Great weekend overall. Really kind of a standard first race of the year, man. Highs, lows, kind of had everything thrown at us. Kai had an injury, ended up blowing his collarbone up, which is unfortunate, but he's headed home to get that taken care of right away. So both Dante and Nate did a good job, kind of teamed up together, worked on some things, and had some stuff figured out between tire choices and lines and stuff like that. And then race time came, and it's kind of worst case scenario. Windrock's one of those places where if it rains, you just want it to continue to rain really hard, and it's pretty sick. Or just get a little bit of rain and let that dirt churn up and you get really good traction. But when it rains on and off pretty hard and it continues to just stay greasy and it carries all the mud onto the rocks and the roots, it gets real dangerous and really difficult to gauge a race run. So Dante, you know, he can be content with his effort and his result. That's a really good scenario to leave the race weekend with and head into the first round of the Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series next week in North Carolina.